Hi, my name is Jacob, and today I'll be talking about the time that my dog bit me in the face and how that led to my downfall of trust with animals, with people, with certain situations. I think communication and trust go hand in hand with each other, and if you don't have trust with someone, it's very hard to communicate, whether that be someone that you know very well or a random person. And uh, you can seem untrustworthy and you seem inhibited when you want to talk to other people. You don't seem totally truthful. So we adopted this dog. His name was Bernie. He was a mix, and I loved him. I would sleep with him every night. I would walk him. I would feed him, and we got along. We were great friends. I loved him. And there was one night I was just laying on the floor with my mom. I was talking to her, and I was laying next to Bernie, and out of the blue, he just bit me in the face. I didn't even know what happened because I was so shocked that I just never thought that would be a possibility, that my own dog, the dog that I loved, the dog that I raised and grew up with, would bite me out of nowhere. Well, he did. He snatched my face, and I had to be rushed to the hospital, and I got 6 stitches in my nose, and I had to get my cheek glued back together. Ever since then, I have not been able to trust dogs as much. I haven't been able to put my face near a dog. And this is very detrimental to me because my dad is also a veterinarian and I do work with him. So when I work with him in the hospital, I'm always around these dogs, large dogs, small dogs, medium dogs. It doesn't matter. Anything frightens me. It doesn't let me be my full self around them, which for my whole life I've been raised around dogs. And it was very shocking to see. It was very shocking to see how quickly that can change. It took years and years of just being around them, being next to them, to even gain a little bit of trust. And this time, I wasn't happy because I knew that I love animals. I want to grow up and be with dogs. I want to have dogs for the rest of my life. But I wasn't able to because of that one experience in my life. And I let it inhibit me for a very long time. I was able to get over it because I knew that I was the one that was holding myself as a hostage. I wasn't able to do what I love because someone else did me wrong. My dog did me wrong, and that broke my trust. And I wasn't able to give my full love, give my full trust to anyone else, any other dog, because of this one experience. This brings me to my next point, is that I feel like this also goes hand in hand with human nature and human interaction. I feel like when someone has a traumatic experience, they're not able to fully connect with people on a deep level anymore. I feel like they don't want to get close to someone again because they might hurt them, and the hurt is unbearable at the time. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't want to process it. It could be your best friend in the whole world. If something traumatic happens to you, you're not going to be able to be yourself anymore. So the thing is, it is very important to know this, to know yourself. You have to give yourself time to heal, which I did too. You need to give yourself time to heal. You need to give yourself time to think about it. And at the end of the day, you need to know that the only person that you're hurting by keeping to yourself is yourself. This shaped me in a way because every day when I have human interactions, I know to be vulnerable now. I know how to trust, but I also know how to keep my boundaries, how to keep myself safe. And I think this is a very important tool for people to learn, people to know, because it shows that you can get through life even if you have inhibitions, even if you have anxiety, even if you fear a lot of stuff. You should be able to work with yourself on that because it only holds you back. And at the end of the day, there's nothing better than being vulnerable because that's how you expand yourself and expand your personality. That's how you expand your relationships with everyone. I have been very afraid going into many new positions, such as a job experience, where I was very afraid and I thought I was all in my head. I was going to mess up. And at the end of the day, I put myself in that position and I got the job. So it just goes to show you that not trusting, being vulnerable is one of the best things that you can actually do, because it takes you to new heights and new limits. Thank you.